Meet Daniel. He's not special, not rich, not struggling, just average. At 24, Daniel lands a job paying $52,000 a year. After taxes and expenses, he brings home about $3,200 a month. He rents a small apartment, drives a used car, lives a normal life. And like most people, he hears the same advice everywhere: start investing early. So he does. At 25, Daniel commits to investing $500 a month every month into a simple S&P 500 index fund. No crypto, no day trading, no shortcuts. Just consistency. After one full year, Daniel checks his account. He's invested $6,000. The market has done okay. His total balance, about $6,400. That's it. His investment income comes out to around $35 a month. That doesn't change his life. It doesn't change his job. It barely buys groceries. This is where most people quit, because investing at the beginning feels embarrassing. You work all year, and your money earns what you'd make in a few hours. But Daniel keeps going. Fast forward 5 years. Daniel is now 30. He's invested $30,000 total asterisk. Thanks to market growth, his portfolio is worth about $37,000. Sounds good, until you look closer. At a safe withdrawal rate, that money could generate about $120 a month. Daniel makes over $3,500 a month asterisk from his job. So let's be honest, his investments don't matter yet. They don't reduce stress. They don't buy freedom. They don't change his schedule. This is the patience phase, and most people don't survive it. At 31, Daniel almost stops investing. Not because it failed, but because it's working too slowly. He thinks, I've been responsible, I've been disciplined, and I'm still stuck. This is where people decide to enjoy their money now. They stop investing. They cash out. They say they'll restart later. What they don't realize is this: the early years aren't about income. They're about building momentum. Daniel keeps going. By 35, Daniel has been investing for 10 years. His salary has increased, so now he invests $900 a month. Total invested, about $85,000 portfolio value, about $140,000. Then something changes. The market has a good year. Daniel's investments grow by $11,000 in 1 year. That's almost 3 months of his take-home pay. For the first time, his money earns more than he does in a quarter. He can't quit his job, but he finally sees the curve bending. At 36, Daniel compares two numbers: his annual raise at work, $3,200, his investment growth that year, $14,000. That's when it hits him. His money is growing faster than his career, not replacing it, but outpacing it. And that changes how he works. He stops being afraid to speak up. He negotiates better. He stops chasing every promotion, because his job isn't his only engine anymore. At 40, Daniel's portfolio crosses $350,000. At a conservative withdrawal rate, that's about $14,000 a year. Not freedom, but security. That's rent, that's groceries, that's survival. For the first time, Daniel realizes, if I lost my job, I'd be okay. And that realization is powerful, because investment income hasn't beaten his job yet, but it has weakened its control. Then the market crashes. Daniel's portfolio drops hard, from over $400,000 asterisk to just above $300,000. Coworkers panic. Some sell. Some swear off investing forever. Daniel does something boring. He keeps buying. This decision matters more than anything else in the story. At 45, Daniel's portfolio recovers and grows fast. Portfolio value, $780,000 asterisk at 4%. That's about asterisk $2,600 a month. His job pays about $6,800 a month. Investment income hasn't beaten his job yet, but it's no longer a side hustle. It's a serious competitor. And the finish line is closer than it looks. At 49, Daniel's portfolio crosses $1.25 million. At a conservative rate, it generates about $4,100 a month. After taxes, that's more than his job pays him. And that's the moment. No announcement, no celebration. Just a quiet realization. His investments now earn more than his time. So when does investment income finally beat your day job for most people who stay consistent? 20 to 25 years. Not overnight, not viral, not exciting, but permanent. Because investment income doesn't replace your job all at once. Daniel wakes up the same way he always has. Same alarm, same coffee, same quiet room. But something feels different. He checks his bank account. His investments earned more last month than his job did. No excitement, no rush, just a strange, uncomfortable calm. Because for the first time in his life, going to work is optional. And most people are not prepared for that. Everyone assumes that once you're financially free, you quit immediately. Most people don't. Daniel doesn't. Because money solved one problem and revealed another. His job gave him structure, routine, identity. Without it, he asks, who am I if I don't have to work? That question scares people more than bills ever did. So Daniel keeps his job, but he stops pretending he needs it. Daniel notices something immediately. Meetings feel shorter. Deadlines feel lighter. Stress loses its grip. Why? Because fear is gone. He doesn't tolerate bad behavior. He doesn't chase approval. He doesn't say yes to everything. Ironically, this is when his career improves the most. Because confidence isn't loud, it's quiet, and it comes from options. Here's where many people mess up. They hit financial freedom and suddenly spend like it's permanent. Bigger house, luxury cars, lifestyle inflation. Daniel doesn't. He remembers something critical. Markets don't pay salaries, they pay probabilities. So he keeps his withdrawals low. He lives like nothing changed. Because freedom isn't about spending more, it's about needing less. Daniel starts doing something new. He takes random Tuesdays off. He travels midweek. He leaves work early without guilt. Time, not money, becomes the reward. And this is the part no one prepares you for. When you buy back your time, you realize how much of your life you were renting out. Not for money, but for security. Years pass. Daniel is now in his mid-50s. His portfolio keeps growing, even with withdrawals. Investment income doesn't just beat his job anymore. It doubles it, then triples it. This is the second crossover. Not income beating work, but work becoming irrelevant. So Daniel makes a quiet decision. He retires not from life, but from obligation. There's no yacht, no mansion, no dramatic celebration. Daniel wakes up slow, exercises, reads, mentors younger coworkers who are just starting out. He works on projects he cares about, for people he respects, on his own terms. This is the version of freedom no one sells, because it doesn't look impressive, but it feels unbreakable. If Daniel could go back and talk to his 25-year-old self, he'd say this: you're not investing for money. You're investing for leverage, for patience, for choice, for silence in your mind when things go wrong. Money was never the prize, control was. Most people don't fail because they're bad with money. They fail because they're impatient. They stop investing when it feels boring. They quit when results are invisible. They sell when fear is loud. They underestimate what 20 years of consistency can do. Because compounding doesn't reward excitement. It rewards endurance. Investment income beating your job isn't the end of work. It's the end of fear. It's the moment money stops controlling your decisions. And that moment doesn't arrive with fireworks. It arrives quietly, after years of doing the same boring thing while everyone else gave up. Because the real flex isn't quitting early. It's never having to rush. The goal was never to stop working. The goal was to stop working because you're afraid. And once investment income beats your job asterisk, your life finally belongs to you.